This by far is the largest abandoned place I've seen to date, comprising of over 60 buildings, and was where a young Adolf Hitler was treated for a thigh injury which he incurred during the Battle of Somme.
So we're here in Beelitz, and this is one of the best known abandoned places. It's an old hospital site and it's massive. This place is very well known with urban explorers, but now it's actually been redeveloped and it's going into the last stages. So if you see this, it probably won't be here anymore.
Okay, so that's not true. Of course it will still be there, it just won't be in its full state of abandonment. This by far is the largest abandoned place I've seen to date. Comprising of over 60 buildings, this drone image is only showing a small segment of the whole entire place. Beelitz Sanatorium was built in 1898 as a treatment complex to help rehabilitate the growing number of tuberculosis patients. It was repurposed during World War I as a military hospital, and was where a young Adolf Hitler was treated for a thigh injury which he incurred during the Battle of Somme. During the Second World War, several buildings were bombed by the Allied forces, and in 1945 it was occupied by the Soviet forces and remained a Soviet military hospital even after Germany was united in 1990. It was abandoned around 1994 and has been in a derelict state ever since. It's been used as a movie set for a number of movies, including The Pianist and The Valkyrie.
There's actually someone living down there, so probably not the best way to drive. There is still some buildings left, very much in an abandoned state, but a lot of it's actually been converted. This is a huge building site, and they're actually doing a very nice job renovating the property, so that's what it will look like when it's finished.
Ventured over to the other side, I saw something which I'd never seen at an abandoned property before. Despite the revitalisation of the properties, this part has actually been preserved in its full abandoned state. This is much different from seeing any other old ruins because they've preserved the buildings exactly the way they are, broken windows, graffiti and all. Now with complimentary viewing platforms, it also has tours which takes people inside the buildings. A very interesting move, and yet another example of why Germany handles abandoned properties better than most other countries. back to the UK, and overnight we stopped by a beautiful little place called Delft, which is a lot like Amsterdam, just without Euro trash. The next morning we went to the actual location where Vermeer, a famous Dutch painter, painted the view of Delft. Vermeer was better known for his portraits, but this was one of his landscape paintings and it's absolutely stunning. So you want to see what it looks like today? You ready for it? I mean, what happened? It was like... And now... What the fuck? Now... Next up, we're visiting one of Europe's largest ghost towns. So make sure you subscribe and come along for the ride.